So that's the point. Every day that you have your vehicle on a platform and it's sitting, it's not making money, that's not good for you. These cars, I buy them, they need to work. I don't like seeing it in my driveway. I like to see an empty driveway when I come home, because then that means I'm making money that day. Welcome back to my TURO channel, man. I'm Believe in Yourself. We'll be talking about TURO and helping you guys get your host status to where you need it to be. Now, for this series, we're going to be talking about the TURO app and how it works. Definitely subscribe, like, definitely please comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next and share this video. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can know every time we drop a video, man. Peace. What's up? It's your boy Kev B, and we back for another story. Not another story, but some more tips on how the TURO app works. So today I'm going to talk about listing. Now, listing is something that is what every host does, lists their vehicles. Now, when you first get your vehicle, the first thing TURO is going to ask you for is the make and the model of your vehicle, or you can just type in the VIN number. And the VIN, when you put in the VIN, TURO will automatically, through their, I think it's the MVR, Motor Vehicle Reports, one of those national databases, they'll be able to pull your car up and, tell you what kind of car it is, and all you have to do is yes or no. There has been, I think, one case where I believe my Sonic, it wasn't able to pull it up right away, so you may have to type in the year, make, and the model. Either way it works, The VIN is a lot faster because then it has exact specs of your vehicle, 4-wheel drive, mine's a 5-door, hatchback, and all those things that come in when you put it into the VIN. Now, when you type it in your VIN, put it in your VIN, TURO runs it through the national database as well. And if there's any recalls on your vehicle, if you can, prior to putting it on the platform, go and get the recalls fixed, if you can. If not, that will delay your vehicle from being on the platform. I had this situation happen with my Jeep Patriot, where I had 2 recalls that I had on the vehicle. So once I put it in the VIN, TURO, I went through the process and I flashed back, hey, your vehicle has such and such and such, boop, 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 boop. It gave me the little number, the website. I went to go check it out, and I saw that I had 2 recalls on that particular vehicle. So it's a database that mechanics have to report to when they do certain work on. So when you go to the dealership, the dealer now reports it, and I think once it's fixed, it takes at least about 24 to 72 hours before it registers or gets into the system to where it's available. And then once that happens, TURO will release your vehicle. Hopefully you don't have any recalls, and if you do, you get them done before you try to put it on the platform, because once you put it on the platform, you're ready to start making money. So that's the point. Every day that you have your vehicle on a platform and it's sitting, it's not making money, that's not good for you. These cars, I buy them, they need to work. I don't like seeing it in my driveway. I like to see an empty driveway when I come home, because then that means I'm making money that day. So that's one thing you want to make sure you check if there's any outstanding recalls. Listing your vehicle also. Now, after this, you're going to have to take photos. TURO is going to prompt you to take, I think it's about 8 or 9 photos of your vehicle. And what they used to do, they used to provide you with a photographer that would come out and take professional photos for you, and then they would upload them, and he would upload it. I don't know how they do it. They send it to TURO, and then TURO will put it on your platform for you. They've since got rid of that program, and now it's just all you. I guess now that most phones have really, really good cameras, so I guess TURO just figured, let's just have the guests do it. So the number one thing you want to do when you're taking your photos is make sure it's in a good background, in a nice area for the most part. See, I have my cars on the background in the neighborhood where you can see it's in a nice view. You got trees and things of that nature behind it. But I want people to understand that it's a family car and it's meant to be driven in the community. That's pretty much what I want people to see. Some people might have a background with the car being at the beach, so you get this idea like I'm in the drop top, I'm in the beach, I'm riding down Ocean Drive. You might put it, just have an idea of what you want to portray through your photos, and make sure that your background is giving that. So I want to go be a family car. I want to rent to families and people that just come in for a quick stay in the city, not really going to be doing much. So that's what I feel like my photos portray. You can always check my profile and you see that, and you'll understand what I mean. But I wanted to portray neighborhood, community, family vehicle, just an everyday car. That's what I want to come off when they see my profile. So that's what you want in your background. This is before you even take pictures. Make sure that's in your background, wherever you decide to take the pictures at. Now, Turo's going to give you about 8 or 9 photos inside of the car, different angles, the front seat, back seat, dashboard, steering wheel, I think all 4 sides of the car. Now, what I do is I add extra. So the cars that I have are a little older, so there's dings and dents. So I make sure I take pictures so that you can see when you're renting my car. Don't expect a car that's in pristine condition. Not saying that my cars are in horrible condition, but there's some minor scratches and dings and dents. And you want to make sure that your photos show that. So you put that in your photos. You want to take, I would say, at least have 12 to 15 photos of your vehicle just for the listing, so people can get an idea and a feel for what kind of car you have. So like in this car, it's automatic windows and doors, but in my Sonic, it's only automatic doors but manual windows. So I make sure I take a picture of the window so people know, hey, even though it's a 2016, you're gonna have to manually wind down these windows. Just little things like that. Like if there's anything in specific you want people to be able to know about your vehicle before they get it, you want to take a picture of it so that they can see it visually. Now, when it comes to the description, you want to be very friendly in your description, very welcoming, but also very honest and candid in your descriptions. So in my descriptions, I basically say these cars are perfect for local driving. I make sure I emphasize that because I don't really want my cars going out of town. These are, like I said, these are older cars. I want to maximize the usage of them. And if they're taking a lot of out-of-town trips, it's going to put a lot more wear and tear than what I want on my vehicles. Not saying that people haven't taken it out of town. I've had people drive my cars to Orlando, to Tampa, to Key West. It's going to go, but the majority of my renters, I don't want doing that. So I make sure I put that in the description. Great car for local driving, good gas mileage. All my cars are very fuel efficient. I make sure I put in the description that I want. Make sure you bring the car is going to be given to you clean. Bring the car back clean. Fill up the gas tank. All the little nuances about your car that you want guys to know. You want to make sure you put that inside your description. Once again, link is in the bio. If you want to check out mine, you can copy paste some of my stuff to use. Another thing you want to add in there in your listing is some questions. Go around and check other people's profiles. There's some frequently asked questions that guests may have and that may pertain to your car. So look at other profiles. I got some from other profiles that I read, and you want to make sure that you have any questions like, is there smoking allowed? Maybe you allow smoking in vehicles. Are there pets allowed? I don't allow pets in my vehicles. Airport deliveries. These are things about your profile that you want to set up. So if you're close to an airport, you want to make sure that you have the option for airport deliveries. Same thing, if you watch my video on pricing, go back and watch pricing. You want to make sure it makes sense. If you're doing an airport delivery, you want to make sure you take into account if you got to take Ubers or back or buses or things like that. And you want to make sure you price your airport deliveries accordingly. Another thing on your listing, if you're in a state or a city where they have tolls, you want to make sure that you get, if you do have a transponder, you get one of those transponders and you have it in your description. I put it all the way at the bottom. This car is equipped with SunPass. I put the ID number for the SunPass down at the bottom, as well as the tag that's associated with it. So in the event where I ever have to ask for reimbursements, it's always there. People know, hey, if you take a toll, it's courtesy right now, but you're gonna have to pay back whatever tolls you use. What else? Listing. So yeah, I went over the photos. You want to make sure your photos are correct. You want to make sure your vehicle that you get, number one, doesn't have any recalls, so you want to do your research for that. You want to add any extras that you may have as well. You want to go through the extras. I'll give you 3 extras that I use that I think pretty much everyone uses. Extra mileage, gas, and not cleaning fee, but I use car seats. So those are my top 3. So we went over the extras, as well as FAQs, airport deliveries, having a detailed description, and then you just want to make sure that whatever you have in your details and your description, I think 75% of the people probably don't read descriptions at all, because I always get people asking me questions that I know I answered in the description. So a lot of times people are just going to book based off your price. So as long as your price is right and your photos are good, you're probably going to get booked. You don't have to kill yourself about your description. If you don't, man, go to mine, copy paste some things I got, or make it sure it sounds like you, put it yours, have a little bit of fun with it. Use emojis and things like that inside of it, and you should be fine. The number one thing I think guests look at when they're booking a car, number 1 is price. And then number 2, does it have the extras that I may need and I'm looking for? And number 3, is the car, does it look like something I could use? So first they're gonna go off price and the look, and then extras. So those are the 3 things when you're listing your vehicle. You wanna make sure you always have those 3 things available, and you should be good, man. But outside of that, I'm praying that you guys have a great rest of your day, and that we all start to win on Turo. And after that, man, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. As long as you believe you can't make it, you won't make it. If you believe that you can do it, you will do it.